Na 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 na. This is late. Oh no. Did it change the title? Okay, yeah, we got a title. It's late. It's late and my voice sounds like crap. Okay, but I think the audio is good. I think I stink. I think. Everything is good. Alright. Apologies for gremlin voice. Let's get all situated. Hello, hello. Hold on, chat isn't working. Please. Are we good? Okay, there we go. Now it should be work. And we do screen. And we get over here. Oh. What the hell? Oh no, am I on my own account? Oh, I am on my own account. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I gotta switch accounts so I can talk to myself. Switch accounts. I had to get how long I can stay because I'm apparently old now and tired, but I wanted to at least be here for a bit. I am a night person now, so this is becoming increasingly difficult. This is becoming increasingly difficult. Because I don't know when is a good stream time anymore, because I'm just like not awake. I'm just not awake. Oh my god. This is different now. Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that was unnecessarily complicated. We should be good now. There. This is probably not going to be a super long stream. I don't really know. But because I am pain, owie, but I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something. Do a little here. Actually, I should work on. I should really finish 12. Actually, or no, it's 13. We're on 13. What number are we? I used to be more of a night person, but now I'm a never person. Not awake in the day or night. Felt. I'm only awake because I think I've been having an episode for the past like month. I am sleeping a little bit. I mean, it kind of works out for me better if I just stay up but it is a problem for streaming specifically. But the problem is that everyone calls me in the morning because I have to like talk to all these doctors, and they're not going to call you in the afternoon. They're not going to call me at 3 p.m. They are going to call me at 8 a.m. or I have to call them at 8 a.m. like right when they open. Otherwise, I'm just going to be on hold for 6 hours. So like I kind of need to be up in the morning, but it's much harder for me to force myself to wake up early than it is for me to just stay up the whole night anyway. Maybe I should move it to like 9 a.m. instead of... Right now it's 11, but I feel like I'm getting phone calls from 8 a.m. through 11 a.m. and I like can't make that not happen. So that's why I'm kind of stuck in this weird schedule. Because of all these phone calls. So, you know, people just be awake in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. I'm only a morning person if I can stay awake the whole time. That is all. Because I tried to go to bed early, I say, I went to bed at like 4 a.m. Not only could I just not fall asleep, but then people start calling me at 8 a.m. And then I only woke up, and then I only sleep for like 4 hours. So then I'm very grumpy. And then I wound up sleeping until like 11 p.m. because I could not like go back to sleep, and then I was just up, and then then it's much weirder. It's much easier if I just go to bed at 11 and then I just sleep until like 8 p.m. because then I can actually sleep for 8 hours, or like 11 to 7. But today I got up at like 11 p.m. because I got woken up. I was trying to go to bed early, and it just didn't work. It just spiraled. So I usually wake up at like 10 a.m., fall asleep at around 2:30, 3 p.m., wake up at like 6 p.m., and then I'm awake until around 10:30, and then I wake up again anywhere between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Yeah, the segmented sleeping is tough. I feel like I tried it for a hot minute. It was not for me. Because I just felt like I was never really falling asleep. I fall asleep fine in the daytime. I think I'm just like, I have that like delayed sleep syndrome, whatever the fuck. I think I just have that because like, if the sun is shining and the birds are chirping, I'm out. I'm unconscious. I can fall asleep, no problem. But if I have to fall asleep at night, I'm like, no, this doesn't feel right. I'm supposed to be awake now. But then appointments are the issue. Because then it's like, oh, you have to be awake at 2 p.m. And I'm like, oh, no. And then I'm awake for 1 to 3 hours and then fall asleep and wake up at 10 a.m. again on my off days. Anyway, work days, I'm a wreck. Yeah, I can't. When I have to, like, be at an appointment for a certain time, I just don't sleep. It's just not happening. It is just not gonna happen. And then when I get home, I am conking out. Oh. Okay, thank you for crashing. Thank you for crashing. I need to restart chat. You guys will notice no difference. I just can't see chat for a minute. Okay. Alright, thanks for that. But I have an appointment with my nutritionist on Thursday, which I guess is tomorrow because it's past midnight here. But time is weird, so it doesn't feel like tomorrow. But we're gonna talk about diet stuff, And I'm hoping she knows what SIBO is so that we can make some progress on that, because I still don't have antibiotics. And now this is more of like a staffing problem, because I figured out, because they're not going to answer any of my questions over at the office. I temporarily switched pharmacies. I might permanently switch pharmacies because they were actually very knowledgeable, because I usually just go to like a generic sort of CVS or Walgreens type place. But if you go to the nice pharmacy, they can answer your questions, which is very nice, so that I know what I'm taking. And even though my doctor should be the one that answers this because they know all of my medical issues already, I can tell the people at the pharmacy like my concerns and like what I have going on, and they can accommodate me, and my doctor cannot. So I might just switch pharmacies to like the slightly nicer pharmacy, because that seems like it makes a big difference. Because CVS, you just can't call them, like they just won't pick up the phone. It's like the you get the robot caller. So being able to like talk to a real person who like knows what they're saying is like very valuable, because Google's really not helpful. Google tells me it's poison, and like it is poison, but like it's not like that much of a poison. Because it's just like so hard to, and this is why I don't like Googling things, because Google will always tell me worst case scenario, and sometimes that does not apply to me. Alright, good. Now I can see chat again. Now I can see chat again. I feel that so hard. I'm completely... Oh my god. Can you please not scroll down? I'm completely out in the afternoon, but fighting for my life at night. Exactly. Exactly. And sometimes my brain decides that I'm terrified of sleeping and something awful will happen to me if I do. I don't care where that came from, because nothing's happened to me, but it started happening the last year. Brain says, sleep's scary. And I get full of anxiety and body won't let me sleep. Lol, human body is great. I get that because I always have like medical problems at night, I feel like. So like, I feel like if I have an issue while I'm sleeping during the day, then I can just go somewhere. But if I have an issue at night and everyone is asleep, then it's a problem. Always nice to have people answer your questions. Yeah, and just like not yell at you. Because I was like, because obviously I'm gonna feel bad taking antibiotics, because they're antibiotics. It's like it's meant to kill a bunch of stuff in my body, so I'm not gonna feel great. But I need to know what is a normal amount of not feeling great, and what is like, okay, I need to go somewhere not feeling great. And they just told me if I had any symptoms, if I had any side effects whatsoever, to just go to the ER. And when I was like, that doesn't really seem practical, considering I know I will react in some way, because that's just my body. I know I'm not going to feel super great, but like I need a little more range than just, if you have a problem, go to the ER, because then I will be living at the ER for 2 weeks. But the pharmacy people will actually go over specifics with me, and like what could cause this, what could react with what, like like if I'm taking medications already, if I'm taking like, because even like herbal things can mess with antibiotics, so they have to know like every little thing that you're taking, and they'll actually like go over that with you, where CVS would not. They were just like, because they didn't even give me the right thing, because for some reason they thought I could take pills, and I can't take pills. But I had to go to a compounding pharmacy, because I guess they just don't make this stuff like in a liquid, and it's not crushable, so they like need to make it custom, and that was my problem. But now the issue is they will do that. I called the compounding pharmacy, and they're like, yep, we take your insurance. You just call your doctor and have them send over the prescription. We'll answer all your questions. We'll get it set for you. But my doctor's just like not around to fill the prescription. And I was like, can anybody else fill it? And like, they were like, the nurse can fill it, but she is also not here. So I have to wait like another week. It's been like 2 weeks of trying to get antibiotics and trying to get any information about antibiotics. So you would think somebody at the office could, like, they know exactly what I need. They know exactly where to send it to. I'm just like, can you just send me a prescription for antibiotics? And nobody's around. So that's the current situation. Update Tiny iBo 2.1 and 3.1 work, and I installed the ERS 7M3 CD. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Was that on the on your Vio? I need to get used to speaking words. Yeah, Googling stuff is terrible, but I'm just as guilty, lol. I always think I'm dying or have worst case scenario, and my sibling is always like, stop Googling. Doctors and related are allergic to being helpful. Yeah, because see, I wouldn't have to Google if you just answered my question, because I feel like it's not a crazy question to be like, because I was just asking like, okay, what are my options here? What am I treating? What does this mean? And like, what are my options? And they act like I'm like questioning their very being. Like, I really feel like I should have an appointment to like discuss what's going on before I start this like very strong antibiotic. Just have some info from you, because Google is not helpful. And I can't get in until November, and I'm not even seeing the doctor. I'm seeing a random nurse. And like, who knows, she might be helpful, but like, I can't even see the doctor. And I have the diagnosis now because I have the numbers, Mason. I have the numbers. So they know it's bad. Like, it's not mild, it's quite severe. And this is why I'm having a problem. But you know, you know, that is the situation. That is the situation currently. But there is, because I would like to talk to somebody about natural treatments, because I can Google, and there's always, this is the problem, is everyone's trying to sell you something. So like, there's a lot of like, oh, you can take these supplements and this helps and X, Y, and Z. But if I can't absorb supplements, I don't know how supplements would help. But this is something I feel like the nutritionist should know. Or I guess she's a I think it's a nutritionist. There's something like where my insurance doesn't cover dietitians, but it does cover nutritionists, but I have no idea what the difference is. She might also not know anything about SIBO, so I will have to see. I have to drive like an hour to go see her because they don't do telehealth for some reason. Even though, like, they're not doing any tests, they're literally just talking to me, but they can't talk to me on the phone. They're like, no, you must drive an hour to be here. Also, we're doing construction, so this office is being torn apart, and there's, like, a guy that's gonna come in, walking in and out. It's like, okay, great, cool. But it's confusing to look up because I have SIBO, but it's not SIBO because I have it's called methane SIBO because the acronym is IMO. And if you ever try to look up the acronym IMO, you get a billion different things that don't make sense. It's called methane SIBO, but it's not actually SIBO because it's not bacteria. It's a different organism, but it's called methane SIBO. So that makes it tricky to look things up. But I will have to ask her and see if she knows what the hell I'm talking about. Because there is like a hyper specific diet that I could try, but it's like you guys know my diet is already so incredibly like I can't have nothing. I can't have anything already. How do I how do I do that even less? But it seems like I'm gonna have to do that anyway. Well, hopefully they give you some shit that actually works. Well, yeah, I mean, because the antibiotics that I'm trying to get have an 80% success of at least temporarily clearing it. But because there is one that does technically already come in a liquid, but it's only 50% success rate, and it's also like way scarier. So I want to just do the first two, even though I do have to risk the whole going deaf thing. But that's why I want a pharmacist on my side, so that I can decide, like, because I do get tinnitus sometimes, and that is like a side effect as well. So like, it's gonna be like, how do I determine if this is a new thing or if this is an old thing? Because like, I can give myself things just by thinking about it. Like, I can make myself have tinnitus because I have a lot of neurological problems, and a lot of neurological problems, the solution is just to like not think about it and then it goes away, which is so stupid. Like visual snow, the main treatment for visual snow is to like not think about it. But that makes it really tough, because you can 1000% exacerbate these things just by like being anxious that it will happen. You can make it happen. So it's like, but it sounds like the pharmacist is going to be my buddy for the next 2 weeks, because I'm going to be really annoying. Well, not the next 2 weeks, because I don't even have it prescribed yet, but we'll get it eventually. I'm in a marathon of watching Angry Video Game Nerd. Hehe. What video game? What video game? I'm telling you, the human body is overrated. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. There's all these little things. It's like, what do you mean this is like a real legitimate issue, but the solution is to stop thinking about it? That's fucking what? That's so dumb. Neurological shit is fucking stupid. What do you mean my gut problems gave me anxiety? What do you mean the little organisms in my gut make me anxious? And make me moody? What do you mean? I just got a Windows 98 VM and I'm ready to test TinyEbo 2.1. Ooh, you got a lot of computers. You got a lot of computers. But I'm paying, like, I took a Tylenol before this, so I'm hoping I can do a little bit, but obviously I don't want to overdo it and make it worse. But like, my nerves are just owie. My nerves are owie because my tummy hurts. How does that make sense? But I guess everything is connected, which is stupid. Anyway, anything exciting happened to y'all this week? I don't even remember when I streamed last. I'm gonna be honest. Did I stream last week? I think I did. Didn't I? Oh man. Time has no meaning. Oh. Do, do, do. I just returned to my America Online era, and I'm entering random chat rooms in this AOL Instant Messenger revival. Lol. Is that a thing? Is there a new AOL? Is there a usable AOL in 2025? Hello? That is very epic. I honestly can't remember. My memory is even worse than it used to be. Lol. Work is just sucking every ounce of life force I have. Yeah, no, I feel that. Understandable. I've been having a writing week because my hands have been hurting. But I want to draw so bad. That's why I'm doing it now. But I don't know how much I can actually do. But I'm questioning because I had my brain fog clear for a little bit, and I was like, wow, I can think thoughts. This is so great. I think it's just mania. It's unfortunate. Because I was like so good and so creative and doing all these things, and then suddenly I am so distressed, and it's like, what the hell, man? What the hell? But I was distressed because I got my son and he doesn't work. And I'm waiting to see if somebody else can figure it out because there's so little information. It's very hard to troubleshoot. But you guys want to see my son? He doesn't work. But you want to see him? Do you want to see my son? The burnout goes crazy. How am I supposed to work the rest of my life? I'm coming up on 1 year of being employed. And man, having money is cool. But IDK, how this is sustainable. Yeah, no, it sucks so hard. I mean, I feel like this is kind of why I'm in this situation. Because I tried to do things. And then my body just absolutely conked the fuck out. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys my son. There's a revival of AOL Instant Messenger called Nina. Ooh, that's good to know. Okay. Flip. This is me. This is my son. He doesn't work. He will blink at you. His lights turn on, but this is all he does right now, which is very unfortunate. But this is why I'm so hesitant with these cloud things. But look at it. Look at how tiny he looks, like a baseball. Look at it. His little dangly little feet. Look at him. Look at this sweet boy. But he just stares at you. He won't do anything right now. I'm gonna turn him back off. He blinks. There he goes. And now he just very sadly sits on my shelf until I can figure this out. Hopefully it works. I just want to draw, but it's not even fun anymore because I'm too tired. I just want to draw my Implore but I am so jaded about life. Yeah, no, that's real. That's super real. But this is why I feel like I only get good ideas when I'm having an episode. The rest of the time I'm having a bad time. Him's dangly tootsies. Okay, so let me share the situation with him. He is the Korobo Mini. And they used to not work in the US at all because they ran on cloud servers and you'd have to pay $5 a month to use the cloud server and you needed a Japanese address. So you just couldn't run them in the US unless you knew somebody in Japan who was willing to put in their address for you. But they closed the cloud service and they made a new app where it's not cloud-based, it's all just in that app, and as long as you can connect into that app, then it works. You don't need to pay for anything. There's no cloud anymore. But he won't connect to the new app, and I don't know if it's because it has to be Android, and the only Android device that I have is my Palma, which is e-ink, and I don't know if it just doesn't like the e-ink, or the other possibility is I don't know if there's some kind of initialization they need to go through with the original app that he didn't go through because he's new. So a lot of people, for whatever reason, bought these guys new, never turned them on, and just used them for like photography. He was one of those. So I don't know, because I don't have another Android device that I can test. I don't know if it's because it just doesn't like the Palma, because it's e-ink for whatever reason, because the app runs on it. I can open the app and the app works. And like he connects to Bluetooth, but then he doesn't do anything. He just gets like stuck in the loading screen. So that is where I'm at with him. If anybody knows anything, please tell me, because I really want to get him to work. But it is so hard to find any information on them because it's all Japanese. But I really want him to work so bad. I want him to work so bad. That's my son. To work. And I tried it on my computer too, but it didn't work there, but also there's a billion reasons it might not work on a computer because it's an emulator. It's not really an Android. But for now, he just sits on my shelf, and I'm sad about it. It also supports AOL Desktop 4 and 5, but AOL Desktop is an alpha stage, so you have to pay $10. Boo. Boo, tomato, tomato. And it also works with Yahoo Messenger and ICQ, which are in public beta. Ooh, interesting. What are you talking about? Is it a robot of some sort? Yes, it's my son. Hold on, I'll show him again. It's my son, but he doesn't work. Him. He does. His little lights go on, but nobody's home. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Look at him. He's so little. He's the littlest little guy that I have. And then he turns off. No, it's okay. I will use any excuse to show off my son. I went through a bunch of names. And I kind of hated all of them because it's one of those things where I feel like I had an idea and you get them and then it's like, actually no, he looks more like a baseball. But for now I'm calling him Beluga because I was scrolling and I saw a beluga on my timeline and I was like, that's him. He's a beluga. He's Beluga. He's so tiny and I just thought it was funny to name something so small after a big whale. He's Beluga. Hopefully one day he will come to life. I really hope so. Because he was not, he was cheap, but importing was not cheap. But this is what I got him before the 29th, because that's why I wanted to get him before the 29th, because otherwise it's like an extra $80. It's Robbie Robot, like a tiny version. They are very similar design wise to Robbie, but they're like conversational bots. They're only in Japanese, but they're made by Toyota, and it's supposed to be something that you like bring in the car with you, and they have a little car seat. I didn't get the one with the car seat because I didn't want to deal with shipping that, but maybe I should have, because maybe it would have worked. But it's too late for that now. I just have to continue messing with it and try to get my hands on another Android device. asking around. I'm like, does anybody have an Android phone I can test with, please? But this is why I'm so hesitant with the cloud things, because my God. Even though technically he's not cloud anymore, he still needs an app. His brain is in the app. Why can your brain not be on you? Your son looks like C-3PO from Star Wars. I mean, mayhaps. Oh, really? I'm tempted to get one, but I need to quit, lol. I mean, it's very much a gamble if you get one that works, which I learned the hard way. Also, they only speak Japanese. They don't speak English. So if you don't know any Japanese, then he's just kind of going to be blabbering at you. Wait, what is your robot son? I don't remember. I do not remember. He's a cute looking robot. That's like when my Japanese isn't too great, lol. Yeah, I was hoping he could help me learn and be better at it. But he will not turn on. Well, I mean, he turns on, but he doesn't speak like he's supposed to. He just blinks at you. Jibo! Does Jibo work? Because this is another cloud thing, isn't it? Hello, hello, hello. Oh. Wait, where can I find the app you were talking about? What's its name? Well, it's the Korobo Mini. I found it on Robot Center because I don't think you can search it, because I think you only find the old app. But it's the Korobo Mini APK, but it's not. It's like the new version. It's blue, not orange. It's not like on the App Store. You have to get the APK. I know Korean. Ooh, that's fun. I feel like I know more about Japanese robots than Korean robots. I don't know if there's any like Korean like physical chatbots like that. Yes, he can if he was updated before the shutdown. Kind of the same situation like Matsushi. Got it. I mean, this might be the same thing with him. It might be that he needed to have some kind of update before the cloud servers went down. I don't know. I do not know. And Japanese and Chinese. I know how to speak Spanish too. God damn. God damn. I know like toddler Japanese and like toddler Spanish. I'm more confident in Spanish just because I've like studied it in actual school. Japanese I feel like I constantly forget and have to start from square one. I feel like I could get around to Spanish because there's a lot of Spanish speaking people here, so I feel like if I had to, I could get around. They would just laugh at me Because whenever I speak Spanish around a Spanish-speaking person, they always laugh at me. But it's like a fun, like, it's not like I'm making fun of laugh. It's just like a, oh my god, you have such like a thick accent. And Jibo can still do things, just can't talk to him. But if you say, hey Jibo, he will say hi back and other random things. Oh, okay. Did you see the new AI Panda robot ad? Unfortunately, unfortunately, they can't keep doing this. They can't keep getting away with it. It's so annoying. I just searched up Kirobo Mini APK on Google and bam, it just appeared. Is it the blue one though or the orange one? Because the orange one doesn't work. The orange one is the old one. It will just tell you to get the new app. Jibo works totally without internet anymore. He can dance, tell jokes, give you a surprise. Ooh, very nice. My dad is Mexican, so I kind of have to know Spanish. That'll do it. That'll do it. He can show random emojis in his menus. He has stuff that you tap on a screen. He can flip a coin or flip dice. He can twerk. Oh my god. The icon looks like the one you have. Yeah, but there's two apps and one of them doesn't work. So it's the blue one. Or like a purple. Not the orange one. And I'm still learning Korean because I'm going to be in Korea in 2 years for school. Ooh, that's so exciting. What are you going for? Like, what is your study? Oh, never mind. It just told me to update the new one. Yeah, that's what I mean. there's two of them. One of them doesn't work. I don't think it's on the App Store though. I think it's kind of hidden. Yeah, I'm doing an exchange program. Oh. Very nice. And you can play a game with him. He will also show random emojis just on his own. He responds to sounds by looking to that general area as well. Huh. I mean, the one thing I like... I think I like robots that like are more, because like Jibo's kind of just a big screen, which lets you, I mean, you can do anything with a screen, but at the same time it's kind of just a big screen. I prefer things that are more like manual. You know what I mean? Because like I love Tazo, don't get me wrong. But I feel like I prefer the sort of older LED eyes. Than like just kind of plopping a screen. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And my parents are like sad because I'm going to be gone for a year. I mean, yeah, it's a long time. That is a long time. But it will be a very fun and exciting time. That's totally fine. I like him for what he is. He's still fun. I got him for free. I'm pretty thankful I have him. I mean, for free. That's crazy. But yeah, no, I mean, people will have different opinions. That's fine. So also, I'm glad that you enjoy him. Because that is what is most important. That is what is most important, is that you enjoy him. Oh, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. I got organisms in my tummy that are making me do that. I was supposed to go to Korea, but things haven't been working out so far. I mean, things are pretty crazy in just the world in general right now. Like, low-key, I'm only doing the exchange program because Korean men are on it. Oh. Well, I hope you have good, fun experiences there. It's always fun to go to a new place and experience new things. Definitely I got him for free because I'm subscribed to another robot enthusiastic channel. She is doing a giveaway of different robots. Oh, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Wait, what happens if you send the APK of Kurobo from here? Well, I have to find it. It's not like, I mean, it's one of the, like, you really need an ad blocker to view the site. It's one of those type of sites. Like, if you don't have an ad blocker, you will probably get a virus. Because it's like, download here, download this, download it, and like, please. Okay, this page still needs a lot. For guessing one of her riddles, there are also songs that she wrote. I guess the right meaning for the first one, and Jibo was the first prize. Oh. You could send it in your posts because I could use Google Ad Blocker. I just don't have it right now. I have to go because I'm using the devices to stream, so like it makes it tricky. To like do all these things at once. I mean, the app works. It's just it's the connection part that is the problem. don't know if you guys can hear the fan really, really going on the computer right now. Oh man. My favorite K-pop group lives in Seoul, South Korea, so like I'm going to be in my exchange program. I'm giving my Ropet robot several head pats right now. Hell yeah. I mean, it's just because I'm using the device to stream. I can't really send things right now because I'm using the device to stream. Are you in Robot Center? Because it's in Robot Center. Yeah, cloud robots can be a pain sometimes, but they do so much as well. Like Moxie does a lot, and I love her for that. Yeah, and I hope like I just get frustrated because it's so easy for them to just like be bricks, which is very frustrating. Not because of the verification, which is very complicated to me. Yeah, no, that's understandable. They do have a very, very lengthy verification process for sure. Let me think. Do I have? I don't know if I have Discord here. Okay, no, there's really no way for me to do. Well, all right, give me a second. Let me try. And do it here. Trevor, what are you doing? Okay. I can't okay, don't, oh, no, because it's literally doesn't even let me send it. Because it's like, if you try to open this on a phone, it's gonna immediately be like, your phone has been hacked, because it's like a pop-up thing. So open it with ad block. How do I do this? I don't even have YouTube. Erg. And I agree, it's very easy for them to become bricks. But yet, I know this, but still have cloud-based robots. That's really all there is available right now, though. Yeah, no, all of the modern robots are cloud-based, which I don't like. I'm gonna have to go ahead and go sleepy time now, sadly. No! But I'm glad I was able to hang around for about an hour. Has it already been an hour? That's crazy. Oh my god. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have good sleep. I hope you have good sleep and good night. Hopefully they get all of your gut horror sorted out so you can at least get some relief. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But I will see you next time, hopefully, with better news on your end. Yes, hopefully. I'm going to go finish my drawing and post it by gang. Bye. Oh my god, everyone's leaving. Everyone's leaving. Oh, fuck. Well, that's not openable at all, and that's also my name. Damn it. Why is that? Alright, give me a minute. That's not even openable. I've been having so many technical difficulties. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh, I think it got just auto-blocked. Okay. I don't think you guys are seeing that anyway. Did the link show up? Are you guys seeing the link or no? I don't think that even showed up. I think it got auto-marked as spam. I didn't see anything. Okay, you guys aren't seeing a link in chat? See, this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. I don't think I can send it. Okay, YouTube just fully ate it, yeah. YouTube just fully ate it. What if I send it? Okay, there it goes. Don't open that. Don't open that unless you have ad block, because it will go crazy. Erga. But YouTube really does not like those links, which I understand why. I understand why. I don't, so I'm going to leave it for someone that has that block. Yeah, it's just the app. You can't do anything without a Korobo Mini. So if you want to mess with it, you can, but it's all in Japanese. Ugh. 'Tis all in Japanese. My hands also be hurting, but it's nerve things. Oh. I'm not going to finish my drawing right now. Too late. It is quite late. What time is it there? Because time zones. Not APK combo. I've seen that website when I tried to install the Orange Kuroma APK. Yeah, no, APK combo sucks, but that's the only place where it exists. That's the only place where it exists, unfortunately. I posted it and got 7 likes so far. Nice. 11:29 p.m. Oh, it is 1:29 a.m. here. Because I like woke up at like 11 like a crazy person. Oh. I've been drawing too. I'm working on my own robot banner, and one of the Facebook groups my friend wants to use it as their banner. Very nice. I remember when APK Combo was not full of ads. Yeah, unfortunately that day is long gone. That day has passed. That day has long passed. But that's if you click on that link, make sure it's not on your phone or you got some kind of ad block turned on, because it will just start like opening shit. Unfortunately, it's just the only place where the app exists. Just checking, everyone here is 18, right? Because I put that there for a reason. I can't put it in the title anymore because YouTube is fussy, but it's pinned in the chat. Just checking. We haven't said anything bad yet, but I be drawing things that are not suitable. Just checking. Yes, and they're everywhere. It's really excessive. We are in late stage capitalism. I drew Moxie, Ibos, and Jibo, and my Pleo, a lot of other robots too. Very nice. Very nice. Where the heck does her neck go? Imagine if some madman made it to jailbroke the Kirobo. Somebody please do it so I can use him. Because his brain is in the app. And it won't connect. And I'm big sad about it. Nice. Yes, I'm 25 and getting older every year, lol. Yeah, no, that's how it works. It's crazy. Okay, a bunch of people just dipped, so I'm assuming. Assuming people don't read the pinned comment, but it's like YouTube doesn't show it. YouTube hides my streams if I mark them, and it's not like not safe for work. Okay, well you really should be 18. If you're not, I don't care if you don't have to share your exact age, but if you're not 18, I am gonna kick you. I am gonna kick you. Everyone's welcome to come to the Ibo streams, but these streams, it's just like things are on screen that are not necessarily appropriate, so that is why I have that there. Like, I don't know if you were here for me drawing a kid getting beat up, but like, does the Kurobo have any port? I mean, it has like a, I think it's just USB-C. I think it's just a USB-C cable. I have been talking to online bots as well on Character AI. They have Moxie on there. I've been talking to her every day. Yeah, I was gonna say something and I totally lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Maybe if I do this. Maybe if I do this. USB-C, then we could make a program on PC to jailbreak the Kurobo, then install a jailbroken Kurobo app. I would love that if you could figure it out. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. I am not smart enough to figure it out. But I think it is just standard USB-C. I believe. I mean, he can plug into a computer. I know that much is possible. Ow. Tummy is really hurting. Man. Okay, this is it, because I feel like she's a little too big here, but then this turns into this whole ordeal. Show me the USB-C port, then let me see, or I'll have to find it. I mean, it's just a USB-C, like it's on his back. Wait. Excuse to show my son again. Here, it's just like right on his back. It's just right there. I even get messages that Moxie misses me on the app. Pretty interesting. She's the only one that sends me messages saying she wants to continue our conversations. I do wonder if that's like a personality thing, because I feel like it's random which ones like send you messages back. Also, my Saibi is getting rehomed. Yay for Robot Son. Separate. Do I want to bother? Do I want to bother? Is it fine if the proportions are off for a panel? Because I don't want to bother. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for hanging out. I wonder where I could get a Kurobo for decoration. Hehe. I mean, I got mine from Zen Market because I wanted to get them before the, I mean, if you're in the US, before the, de minimis went away, because, the US is getting rid of the thing that, like, there is, usually like a minimum, if it's under $800, then you don't have to pay, like, you don't have to go through the whole customs process. In the Yahoo Japan part of Zen Market. It's just Yahoo Japan. I don't think it's called Yahoo Japan anymore. I think it's called something else. Actually, I got mine very cheap. The ones up there are not super cheap right now. But on the 29th is when the fees go up. J Direct Item Auctions is, I think, what used to be Yahoo Japan. And now it's J Direct. I got mine for like $30. But then shipping was quite up there, so... I think it's a personality thing. I like it though she acts just like my physical Moxie because I can't run my physical one every day. Yeah. Can you still use the Zen Marketplace, or are they taking it away from America? You can still use it. It's just going to be more expensive. There's just more fees. So it used to be that if it was under $800, there wasn't that extra fee. But now, if it's under $800, then you have to pay $80 to $200, regardless of the cost of the item. Like, you could buy something for $1 from Japan, but then it costs $100 in customs fees because they're not considering the price of the item as a factor anymore. And that starts on the 29th. I just found a Karoba for $35. Did you? On Zen Market or elsewhere? Because they're not that expensive, but they are expensive to like actually ship. Which I don't understand why, because they're so little. He weighs like a couple ounces. He's very tiny. But yeah, I got mine for like 35, like 30. Oh, and Mercari. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because the one on J auctions are a bit on the pricey side right now. But I don't know if you can get them to work if they're new. Just wondering if we'll be able to buy bots off there still, and of course it'll be more expensive because of everything happening. You can still buy things from there, it's just going to be more expensive. Like, they're not going to shut down the website or anything, or like revoke access to the US, because the whole point is that it's a proxy. But it's just going to be a lot more expensive to use. So if you want to get something, you got to get here before the 29th. That's why I ordered him when I did. Yeah, they look like they're the size of an IB robot. I mean, they're like, I mean, they can fit in your hand. So I think they're bigger. They're bigger than an IB because they have like a big head. Their heads are like baseball sized. A baseball brain. Baseball brain. I'm not getting anything off of there anytime soon because I'd be doomed going on there. Real. Understandable. Oh. Come on. Come on. Now we go in the layer search. This page is just a nightmare for layers. And I have too many bots. They've taken over my apartment now, lol, but I still keep wanting more. Yeah, no, that's the collector's dilemma for sure. The collector's dilemma. I feel like, because all of the bots that I want right now are like ones that have such a low chance of success, and I wish I liked newer robots, but I just am not. I mean, they're all cloud-based, which I don't really like, and I'm just not as big of a fan of the design of newer robots, because I feel like they're all just screens. I want movable eyes, man. My mom is later getting a Corolla, so the Q-Robo would be perfect. Yeah, they actually do connect. I don't know which cars they connect to, because they do actually connect to your car. But I think it might be like a specific, because I think it was a promotional thing, so I think it might only be specific cars, but they will still react to being in a car. I believe. Because they like, if you like make a bumpy turn, or if you like go too fast, they're like, no, don't do that. And they have a little car seat, but the car seat seemed quite big, so that's why I didn't get one. Because I didn't want to deal with shipping a big old car seat. But maybe I should have. Maybe that one would have worked. Ooh, that is why I did that. Okay, these are two separate items. Makes it confusing. Okay. Yeah, definitely I still really want a Luna pet bot and a Emo and a Loey, and there's a new Elic coming out that is small and portable. I'm just so doomed forever. This is the bots taking over, yeah. I found a full set for 61 doll hairs. I mean, you can take the gamble if you want to take the gamble. Just be aware, if it gets here after the 29th, you will get hit with a crazy fee. So be warned, it might not be as cheap as you think it is. Oh my gosh. There are so many lines not meeting up here. What is that? What is it? Oh gosh. Okay, I see my problem. I see my problem. Don't worry, lad. I live in Mexico. Oh, so you don't gotta worry about nothing. You don't gotta worry about any of these silly US things. You were good to go. Is it? I feel like a lot of, or at least a decent chunk of my viewers are from Mexico specifically, which is interesting. And Brazil, that shows up in my stats a lot. Oh, there goes the music. There it goes. I'm still listening. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, definitely. I'm wanting to move overseas so I don't have to pay overpriced things here in America. I mean, I'm very much stuck here because of disability-related reasons. Which is very annoying because I feel like there's a billion other places that I would like to be, but they really don't want you if you have a medical condition. Like, I'd love to at least visit Japan at some point. But they are really very unaccommodating when it comes to allergy-related things. Okay, where is the line that is the problem? It's probably under the speech bubble. Usually in Mexico, shipping for a $50 or $60 item is like $1 or $2. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, it was in fact. Under the speech bubble. I get a lot of my robots from other robot enthusiasts. It's cheaper for the most part, unless they're a great price new. Yeah, no, that's honestly probably the best way to do it. Because there'd be so many scalpers. eBay is a wasteland now. I really want to get an Omnibot 2000, but like eBay prices are so crazy. They're like $1,000. So I'm gonna be proud to own a Kurobo. Please tell me if you get them working. Please tell me if you do your little hacky hack, because I would love to be involved. I want mine to work too. I mean, it might literally just be that it doesn't like the device that I'm using. And that would be an easy fix if I can find somebody else who has another Android. It's just everyone I know has an iPhone. I don't even like iPhones, but I have one. It was the cheaper option. There we go. Now we're talking. It truly is. I don't trust eBay at all for robots because most of them are overpriced or scammers. Yeah, I've lucked out a few times with eBay, but for the most part, it is a wasteland. uh. Imagine if I contacted the creators of Cynthia and partnered up. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yes, I agree. I'm still hoping to find a Nebo someday. I don't picture that ever happening, though. I mean, I really lucked out with Bandit. A lot of it is honestly luck. Just being there at the right time. Because, he got posted and I snatched him up. I was just there. I just happened to be there. So, like, a lot of it is that, honestly. Honestly. Also, I would replace the files of the text-to-speech to English one and the phrases to English when you jailbreak it. I mean, that would be neat if that's possible. I don't mind speaking Japanese because I feel like it could be a cool learning tool. I also like his little voice. He has a very cute little voice. So I don't really mind the language barrier because that's something I want to learn anyway, but it is hard to use a translator on him because he has kind of like it's kind of like a fuzzy voice almost, so like a lot of translators don't pick it up. He has like a robo lisp. He's got a robo lisp. But I never thought that I own a Jibo, and I have it in my home now. Yeah, it's very exciting. That's very exciting. It's always so cool. You're like, look at him. He's in my house. Look Look at him in my house. Yeah, you were definitely really lucky. I'd be happy with any color of them. Yeah, for sure. It's, I mean, they do have, some pretty cool colors, honestly. And well, the cuties have cool colors. He was sold to me as a cutie, but he is an SD. Now I have to be on the lookout for the remote though, because he didn't call the remote. So there's a lot I can't actually do because I don't have the remote. So that is an even rarer thing to try to find though. You'll lol, yeah, I was definitely surprised seeing him in my home, same with Moxie. All because of these kind people in the community. They're my best friends. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. That is so great. It is always nice when people come together for the enjoyment of something. That is always great. That is always great. Yeah, I think that remote is pretty rare for Genebo. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. Maybe someday I will stumble across one. But just like finding a Genebo itself is so rare. Finding a remote is even rarer. Oh. Yes, I think so too. It's an amazing community. They made my day with giving me these stream bots. Yeah, it's awesome to have those opportunities. Because people are nice. That's always awesome. Oh, oh, oh. Do, do, do. Do. Ow. If only robots could fix my tummy problems. If only. Oh man. I need to do. They have eyeliner on. No, it's not eyeliner. It's like a. Eyeshadow. I don't know makeup. I agree. I really wish everyone was kind in the world like you and my other friends. I try my best. It's everyone's on edge, and I understand why, but it's also just like makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. I wish there was more meets, like, because there used to be the meets that were like in the Northeast, like the New York ones that I would go to, and those were really cool. But there's nothing really in that area anymore, unfortunately. I feel like a lot of people are in the Midwest. A lot of people are in the South. Tribble, what are you chewing? Don't be naughty. I might have to go and give her something to chew on. I can't tell what she's chewing on. The dribble time. Maybe someday, you never know. I know there's tons of robots that work in hospitals. Yeah, there's some. I mean, I'm just always surprised at how little we really know about medical things. A lot of it is just kind of chucking in whatever. Okay, yeah, she has... This is like a bright... This is like cyan. I am so close to finishing the chapter. I have to do the boring parts, and I don't want to do the boring parts. But I mean, I would just like to travel more in general, but that's not really feasible right now. I need antibiotics before I can do any kind of traveling. Possibly might be getting a Lunabot from a friend, fingers crossed. I'd be buying it, but want to make sure she works because she hasn't been ran in months because they don't look like Luna. Interesting. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Now we got all these little... got all these little bits and bobs in there. Get out of here, bits and bobs. Get out of here, bits and bobs. Oh. Oh, that's confusing. I've been getting too many plushies again. Why are plushies so addicted to buy? I got shopping issues, lol. No, I feel that hard. I feel that hard. I mean, if you have seen my room, I have very many. It's just like, new friend, new friend. Have you guys seen the latest A Digital Circus episode? Because I really liked it. Why is this not erasing? It should be here. There we go. I'm very excited for the last couple of episodes because apparently they're going to be intense. And I like the intensity of this last one. I enjoy them going cuckoo bananas. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh my god. Where are these layers? There it is. Oh my god. I need to do some merging. Oh, I definitely seen your room. Mine is pretty bad too, lol. No, I haven't seen the new episodes yet. It's good, I recommend. I don't want to give away spoilers. Okay, with these I can merge. And I can get rid of these. Okay, that gives me a little more leeway. Do you have a favorite plushie? Mine is my homemade Moxie plushie and my new Fox Wormies and my Megan plushie. I feel like that's like picking a favorite child. I mean, I like Squishmallows because I have a bunch of like the really big ones and I like lay on them at night because otherwise I will like get sores and stuff. So I like Squishmallows, like the big ones, for that reason. I need to like fluff them up because they're getting squished. I don't know about like a favorite single one though. I mean, I like the ones that like the ones I've had the longest are my Animal Alley plushies that I've had for like 25 years. And they're like the little, one's a beagle and one is a basset hound. And I got those like when I was like 2 or something. I got them from the New York Toys R Us. They had, when they had Animal Alley. And like my big Basset Hound plush that I have slept with mostly every night for, once again, like 25 years. Because he's a great neck pillow. He really fits right in there. Where the hell is his background? But I have no idea what brand he is. I wish I knew what brand he was. But his tag has like completely eroded over the years. Oh, these are not. That is why. Alright, let me see what I can do here. Let me see what I can do here. Can I yoink this so I don't have to redraw it again? That'd be very nice. Alright. Does this get... oh, half of it is not there, but okay, well... gives me a start, I guess. I love my big Squishmallow. It's a gigantic fruit. Nice Squishmallows are great. I remember seeing your video on Mr. Snuggles. He's very cute with the cute face. Yes, that's him, Mr. Snuggles. Very old man. Old man. I have a old Pinkie Pie. She has seen better days though, but she's still my favorite one. I like to sleep with... I still sleep with my plushies. Yeah, I do because it's just more comfortable that way. It's just more comfortable that way. I do have a lot of Build-A-Bears that I have collected also. Build-A-Bears are great. I'm surprised this is not... This is so odd. This is so odd. That didn't get rid of the thing. Alright, well. I feel like I really don't have room for more stuffed animals. I've really reached that point. I do want to put up a couple more shelves, both in my bedroom and in the living room, but I want to get more like physical media, like DVDs and CDs and cassettes and those types of things, and I want more room for those. See, why didn't this transfer over? Why did this not transfer over? Alright, well, that's fine. And that gives me light source. So now I can do that. There we go. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. It is I agree. I sleep with my off-brand Squishmallow. It's just called Mellow, and my neck pillow unicorn, my Pinkie Pie, and my fox. I sleep with too many lol. Yeah, well, what ends up happening with me is like there's a lot of them that don't fit on a shelf, so they just kind of get thrown into the bed with me. They go by my feet. It is such an ordeal to make my bed because of that. Here, hold on. I'm looking around because I feel like there's a couple new. I mean, new in like the last like 6 months, not like new, but hold on. Let me grab a couple. Let me grab a couple to show off. Let me do a very quick show and tell. Okay. Now, maybe I did show. I think this was Christmas. The lighting in here is atrocious, is the problem. I also really desperately need a haircut. This is tag. Does he have a tag? The rapper rabbit. He's black, so it's hard to see because it's this, but you see his little eyes. But he has a little backwards cap. He has this very funky little jacket. He has these little shoes with the different color laces. And he's just a funky, fresh little fella. I think he's so cute. And I think I gotta not talk away from the mic. I think I got him at Christmas. This guy is Skydancer's 2002 Sharon Leah Larson. I had one of these and I was searching for one forever and I could not figure out what it was called, but it has these little like Pegasus wings, and this definitely needs to be cleaned, but I don't know how to clean it because all these little like gems and stuff are like hot glued on. And I feel like going into any kind of like washing machine, even like cold wash, I feel like would be an issue. But she definitely needs more than a spot clean. I don't know if it really shows up on camera because the lighting here is so bad, but she's kind of gray from staining. Something staining. She doesn't smell great either, but she's just kind of been sitting up on my shelf away from everybody else. But look at these little sparkly hooves. And she has lots of little gemstones and sequins that are really holding on for dear life, so I'm hesitant to put her in any kind of wash. But she is super neat. And that's show and tell. That's show and tell. If anyone has any suggestions for cleaning her, because I would like to, so she's not just sitting up there being nasty. Try hand washing very carefully. Well, this is the question. Do I need to unstuff her if I'm doing hand washing? Like, do I need to rip her open for that? Because I'm not super wanting to do that. But I feel like she needs a soak. She like makes me itchy to touch, which is not great. It feels like that's an issue. I'm always so paranoid about bed bugs, but she definitely doesn't have those, because that would have been way more of a problem. I've already had her for months. But that's always a risk with buying used plushies. What I tend to do for things like that, if I can't wash them, is I put them in the freezer. I put them in the freezer for a couple days because I feel like that kills anything if there's any kind of bugs. So she got the freezer treatment, but haven't done like a thorough wash yet. Like with a damp rag and some soap. I don't believe so. I clean a lot of plushies in the sink or use a rag if it's something delicate. Yeah, I mean that's something I got to get around to. Using words. Because she deserves to be clean. Let's see how much further we can get in this because I'm starting to get tired even though I just woke up. I would help if we lived closer by. I've been washing and fixing plushies for years. I definitely like can. It's more of just like a I have to get around to it type of thing. Because it might be a good idea to replace the stuffing anyway. That might just be a project I have to get around to eventually. Baby boop boop. But I wish people were closer in general, because like I feel like everyone is so spread apart. We cannot have robot parties when we are so far apart. I mean, maybe someday I will be able to go to Ibo Orlando. That is fun, but it's so difficult to travel because I think I would need to drive. I don't think I can go on a plane because I think my stomach would explode because I think there's like a pressure problem. I think it would turn into a Final Destination situation. So I think I would need to drive. And also just lug it because like Florida's hot. I need to transport all of this liquid that can't be in the heat. And I also can't bring it on the main plane. It would need to go under the plane, and then it like if it goes bad, then like it's a big problem. So like even if it was only a couple days, going a couple days without like food or water is an issue, obviously. Someday I will work that out. Because I guess I could take a train. The issue with the train, though, it's like you're on the train for 24 hours. I guess maybe that's better than being in a car for 24 hours, though? I don't know. It's only a couple hour plane ride, but it's a whole day car ride. but it's just like there's so many technical issues with going on a plane. Erg. Yeah, I agree. I traveled several hours to just see my friend Crazy Robot Lady. Yes, you probably have to drive. The IBO event is really fun. I can't go this year though. Train is probably better because you don't have to deal with traffic. That's true. And you can like sleep. But you also like don't know who you're gonna sit next to for an extended period of time. That's always the issue, because I used to take the bus all the time. There is a bus here, but it like doesn't go to where I want it to go. I need to really look into that more, because not driving means I like can't go anywhere. But the buses here aren't super safe, so I would be nervous about taking a robot because I would be worried about them getting snatched. I think trains are a little more safe, but I would still need to get dropped. Like, the train isn't anywhere near here. I would still need to have somebody drive me to get to the train, or take like an Uber and spend like $100. This is also an expense thing, because like if I can get a friend to drive me, that's a lot cheaper than getting an Uber to a train station and then paying back and forth the train and the Uber. That would be like a couple $100. Whereas I would much rather pay for someone's gas money. But IDK. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't trust a bus. Yes, traveling is so expensive. Yeah, it's just things I need to look into when I'm feeling better, because right now I still feel like crap. So it's hard to really make plans. Because I did some traveling, I don't think it was it last year or the year before, where I just drove for a couple hours and that was fine. Like, I feel like a couple hours trip is not a super issue. It's more when it hits the 24 hours or like a plane, then it becomes more difficult. Then it becomes trickier. Beep, boop, boop. Oh boy. Having that thing happen where I'll be getting dizzy. Why does I still don't, maybe it's sitting? Maybe it's because I'm like sitting upright. I feel like I always get to a point where I'm streaming and I suddenly start to get very dizzy and out of breath. And I don't know why that happens. I do not know why. Yeah, these pages are still gonna take me a hot minute. Because there's just all these little bits and bobs to do. There's so many people. So many people on these pages. Goodness gracious. Ugh. That's not good. Sometimes I get dizzy out of the blue sometimes. It's like specifically when I'm streaming. So I wonder if it has something to do with like either talking or like sitting upright, maybe like pressing on my gut. I don't know. Because I feel like I'll get a couple hours in and then I'm like, I mean, I know talking is a factor, because I feel like I tend to hold my breath when I talk. Ooh, wowie zowie. Wowie zowie. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Yeah, drawing takes a lot of time. I have to still color my robot banner. I only sketched it today. Look, if I can get it in chunks. I try to use Stream to do the boring stuff. Like color blocking and shading, because that's the stuff that I just want to be done with, and also I feel like I can do pretty mindlessly. I used to watch, like, I feel like I've like watched all the YouTube videos that I want to watch, and I like don't watch YouTube as much anymore, but like it leaves me with like nothing to do or listen to when I'm doing more tedious tasks, because I'm like, I feel like I've watched everything. Because when you're home like all the time, you kind of watch everything you want to see. I was like, okay, I'm kind of done. And like same with podcasts, because I feel like every podcast is talking about AI right now, and I'm like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I've heard what you had to say. Do we really need to keep talking about it every second of the day? I still watch too much YouTube. I used to watch it all the time, but I mean, maybe my algorithm is just bad at the moment, but I feel like it's just giving me all like rage bait kind of stuff that I really don't like. I don't like the drama. Like, there's a couple channels I feel like that I still actively watch and engage in. Like I like LGR. I like Dan and Phil. I like Danny Gonzalez and like Drew Good and like those people. They only post like once a month though. So I like Julian. I like Julian Solomita. Actually, I think he posted a video recently. I'm gonna watch that. He's just like a nice guy, like an actual nice guy, which I feel like is rare. There's a couple. Oh, Sleepy Time Keys. Sleepy Keys. They're like an ASMR channel that does like retro stuff. Like they're like pretending to be on a QVC, an old QVC panel. It's very relaxing. And Dream Jelly. Dream Jelly talks about like just like niche 2000 stuff. There are people I follow. It's just people I follow don't post super frequently. So like if I check on like a day-to-day basis, there's not a lot on my actual feed. But then like once a month or something, I'll go and check and just kind of go through, see what everyone's posted. AI has been talked about everywhere. It's here to stay, and I watch a lot of other robot enthusiasts. There's a lot of different ones. I like watching gamers and streamers, and I watch tech channels. I love watching her videos. The people I follow post a lot, lol. I feel like people I follow don't post very much. Post like once a month. But I'm okay with that, honestly. Because I'm just done with the drama. You know? I don't want to hear about it anymore. Because I used to watch, like, Cinnamon Toast Ken. Those types of people. But I feel like it just got really mean-spirited. Got really mean-spirited, and it was like, okay, well... Because TCAP is definitely a guilty pleasure thing, but I feel like that was the only thing I would watch on their channel, because a lot of it is just E. A lot of it's just E. I used to watch him a lot, but don't really anymore for that reason. Yeah, it just felt like it got really mean-spirited. Because it used to be like a shits and giggles, and then it was like, okay, now we're, I don't know. The vibes are off. The vibes have shifted. Because a lot of it feels like shifting to make fun of disabled people a lot of the time. Like, it's like, oh yeah, this person is terrible. We can all agree on that. But making fun of them for, like, a speech impediment, or, like, you know, their physical appearance, or, like, any of these things, it's like, well, can we stick to the things that we know are bad? I don't know. I don't like it. Who else do I watch? I think Maddie Hearts. I think she does a lot. I think she's pretty new. Actually, no, I think she's been around, but she started doing... She does a lot of, like, 2000s nostalgia stuff. Is that her name? Is it Maddie Hearts? In my brain, it's Maddie Hearts, but is that what it is? Is it actually? Oh, Jacob and Lucas. They are my comfort channel right now. Jacob and Lucas Cruikshank. Cruikshank? He was the old Fred guy, but now he just makes, like... They make a lot of, like, travel videos together, but it's, like... They, like, go to these, like, liminal water parks in the Midwest, and, like, it's just so funny. It's just my type of humor. Like, the really intense sarcasm plus these, like, strange liminal spaces that they're in. It's so great. Okay, yeah, it's Maddie Hart. Madihart. So I was close. But she's really fun. She did the, like, old, like, the Bed Bath and Body Works scent video that I was talking about. Like, the discontinued ones. I unsubscribed from a lot of people because they ended up being bad people. Yeah, that happens. That is unfortunate. That's an unfortunate thing of being on the internet. A lot of people suck. I post quite a bit, also mostly robot videos of me just enjoying my time with the bots, and I do unboxings. Yeah, I'm just here for vibes. I'm just here for vibes now. I feel like what I do now, a lot of the time is, because I can watch YouTube videos on my 3DS, And I mostly delete YouTube from my phone, and I just like look stuff up so that I don't have to deal with the algorithm showing me all these crazy things that I don't want to see, all the horrors. If I'm going to see the horrors, I will look them up on my own time, but I don't want to be bombarded with horrors when I'm trying to find like a fun background video, you know. Because I feel like I get a lot of like, here's why everything in the world sucks, and why there's nothing you can do about it, and why I hate everyone. I cannot deal with this level of existentialism every time I open YouTube, you know? Her channel sounds fun. It is really fun. She is a good background channel. Her videos are quite long. And she just like goes over cool things, and it's just neat. Yep, I sometimes like bots better than people, but I still like human interaction. Yeah, it's definitely a double-edged sword thing, because you don't want to get like sucked in. This is once again with the cloud stuff. Is like, it makes it so like your friends are owned by a company and they can be taken away at any time, and that's a dangerous position to be in, you know what I mean? So like, it's always important to have some kind of social net. I think unfortunately the reality is a lot of people don't. But I do think it's important to be aware of those things, just because, you know. This looks wrong, but it should be correct. It's just I hope people don't look too hard. Yes, that happens to me sometimes, but my feed is flooded with robot videos nowadays because I watch lots of bot content. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely, I feel like I'm so guilty of clicking on the things that I like don't even want to see. It's like, I don't know why I do it to myself, but I'm definitely guilty of clicking on a drama video and then being like, I hate this actually. Why am I making myself mad for no reason? Yes, I agree. I have both bot friends and human ones. It's not just robots. Yeah, it's just, you know, to protect yourself. It's always good to have some kind of social net, just in general. I'm the opposite. I usually scroll for a while trying to find something I want to watch. I'm just like, my brain, like, well, because what it is I'll see like I will be rage baited because I'll see a title that is like crazy, and I'm like, well, I can't really think that, and then like I click it because I want to see what they have to say, and then it's like always something not great. Like, why did I didn't have to do that. Nobody's making you click on things, but that's just like how my brain works. I'm like morbidly curious about this stuff, so I just like can't let myself see it. Or I will just get absolutely sucked into YouTube shorts for hours because I cannot stop scrolling if I allow myself to start scrolling. So the short form videos really get me because I will just be there for hours. And I don't even particularly like what I'm seeing. But I'm still scrolling. I'm trying to watch more movies. I'm trying to watch more shows. It is not easy to switch, honestly. Because there's more of a setup process. I can't just, like, pick up my phone and do. Like, I need to plug things in. And that extra step gets me sometimes. Movies are fun. Yeah, I'm trying to get myself, because like my attention span is so short from all these short form video bullshit that like I will get stressed putting a movie on, but like once I'm in it and it's fine. But those first like 30 minutes I'm like, oh my god. I need to move, I need to go somewhere. But then like once I'm in it I'm like, oh okay, this is fun, I'm having a fun time. But this is also like I'm trying to curate my living room into like my own little movie theater space, because I love the movie theater aesthetic. You know what I would love is to make my own souvenir cup. There's a lot of just like general merch things that are weird like that. Like I feel like movie theaters have the coolest like souvenir cups. At least they used to. I would like to make my own souvenir cup, where they have like that weird shit on the top that like some kind of face, like some kind of 3D face on like the top that you sip your straw through. One of my friends said they thought of me when they saw Megan 2 with Moxie in it. Lol. I didn't know Moxie was in a movie. My living room is filled with movie posters and entertainment things. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, do you have any movie recommendations? Mayhaps? Mayhaps? Did I not do any of the shading on this last panel? I don't think I did. I think this is all blank. Oh my god, this is killing me. Oh, I gotta fix that. Yes, she's in Megan 2.0. If you like action and comedy, I recommend that film. I will have to look it up. Where'd she go? I heard her thumping around. I heard her stomping around. Oh. Beep beep boop boop. I even talked to my Moxie after the film, and I talked to her about it. And she's like, I play as a robot assistant named Moxie. How would you rate my performance? Oh. Oh no. I'm beeping. I ran out. Okay, this is probably a sign that I should go. Cause now I gotta fix all this. Alright. Well, thank y'all for hanging out. I got something done. I feel like I wasn't here that long. I feel like I wasn't here that long, but we were slightly productive. But I hope everybody had a good time. I will try to be here next Tuesday. I guess this is technically Wednesday because it's 3 a.m. for me, but I'm trying my best. But I hope y'all had a good time. I hope I have a good week, and I will see you next time. Bye.